Every now and then, whilst trimming, you'll find a horse with something caught in her hoof. Today was one of those days. Welcome back to Jack the Farrier. Whilst that small piece of willow was uncomfortable, I believe it didn't do any damage on the inside. So let's get this foot cleaned up, examine the hoofs, and make sure they're sound. And after a bit of cleanup and remodeling, this hoof is done. This horse just won a death-defying race across mountaintop paths with a poorly foot, but when I was treating her, something totally unexpected happened. Welcome back to Hoofmaster Jake. The horse broke her shoe during the race, which only made her hoof problem worse. But the owner believes in letting the horse heal naturally with as little vet help as possible. Most people disagree with this style of care, saying that it's too dangerous and unnecessary, myself included. However, the owner believes the horse will become stronger from a slightly longer healing process, giving her the strength she needs to have good offspring and win cross-country races. Getting this horse ready for the biggest race of its life, but things took an unexpected turn. Welcome back to Hoofmaster Jake. This horse is about to go on a cross-country race over steep mountain terrain and through a desert, so we have to make sure she's ready. The race is going to be so demanding on her that the owner told me to do anything I can to make it easier on her, but that's when it all went wrong. When I shaved back the hoof, I noticed an overgrown crack deep within her frog, something I've never seen before on a horse of her age. I quickly rushed to tell the owner, and the news broke her heart. The horse might not be able to race in the following days. But that's when I had an idea, to use a forgotten method of using clay to dampen the pressure on the hoof, resulting on a temporary handmade frog. 3 days later, I got a call from the owner with the results from the horse's race. She won. She actually beat every horse by a long shot, even with a poorly foot. But her hoof problem only got worse. Her determination to win only made her numb to the feeling of a worsening crack underneath the horseshoe, resulting in the beginning of a serious problem. The guilt the owner felt from hearing this news was something I can only imagine, so we have to help her. Follow for part 2.
So as I'm trimming away, obviously she starts to pull there. You saw me just hesitate a little second just to get her to compose herself. Obviously this foot is extremely sore for some reason. So just touching it and putting the force through it that I am is going to aggravate it and make her feel even more uncomfortable. Right now it's not actually looking as bad as I thought it would straight away. I thought we might cut straight into this and there'd be a massive problem that was very obvious. Where this hole here, actually I don't think this is a major part of the problem, which might seem a bit strange when it's so deep in there. I might be wrong though, of course. I'm just howking it out, as we say here in Scotland, to see if I can see what is at the bottom of it. It does go in really deep though, look at that. But I don't think there's an issue there. Right, keep going. I'm just gonna work away up here. I think this entire sole will come away actually. Just need a little patience. As Gary Barlow once said, have a little patience. Oh, look.
对，后面那个腿就断了。哎呦哎呦哎呦！好的。
Here's that follow-up. Welcome back to Nate the Hoof Guy. When we first saw her, there wasn't a lot going on, at least it didn't appear to be. But as we started to work on that, we uncovered a whole lot more. When it all was said and done, this is what it looked like. We put a block on that other claw, cleaned it thoroughly, wrapped it with salicylic acid, and we let her go, and she was still uncomfortable at the time. But she's back now and walking much better. The real question now is it completely healed? Well, we'll find out. But this block, I know that has to go. The block itself wasn't positioned correctly anymore, and you can see up here it's starting to fall apart. This rubber grip on the outside is starting to pull away. So no matter what we find, she's going to either need a new block or that block needed to come off. Now, quite obviously, this area here is where that problem was. The question is it fully healed underneath there? I'm going to speed up this footage. We don't need to see all these little trimming details. I'll save you some time. We'll get down to the bottom of this and see what's there. I'll bet you thought I was going to show you a perfectly healed hoof. Nope, not quite. There is a little tiny bit of openness there. That means I'm going to have to put another block on that claw, which, by the looks of it, is okay. Sometimes blocks on, after a while, they can actually put too much pressure on that other claw, but this claw is perfectly healthy. Right there is that little open spot. We'll zoom in, you can see it's made a drastic improvement. Almost this entire area is filled back in. There's just a little tiny bit there, so we're going to retreat that and let her go, and you'll be able to see the drastic improvement in her walking just this last 6 weeks has done. Till next time, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you all on the next one.